So I finally succumbed to the pressure around Claude. So let's test Claude together. Let's see what's happening. So I just installed Claude and I've been playing around it. So I thought, why not do this video? So let's check it out together. I'm currently on the free plan. I want to see how far and the things that I can actually get off free plan. Then I can consider, upgrading to the paid version maybe in the next video so that we can also check out what we get in the paid version. So once you sign up, of course, once you download it into your PC, this is what you're going to see. So you can write, right? What's this? Develop podcast scripts. Okay. You can learn curriculum. You can code, evaluate my coding style based on snippet. Okay. You can do live stuff with this, and you can do what's this? Yeah. Okay. So now what I'm interested in is customizing so that it can actually go into my PC or into my whatever tools and actually do a task for me. That's what I'm interested in. Not just because to just type, you can use ChatGPT for that. So that's why I'm more interested in customizing this. So let's customize this and see what we get. So if you click on customize, you can see skills here, right? These are the skills that are installed, and this is the connectors. And I only installed one. I just installed one. That's the Slack because I was trying to test it out. So the customize, right? If we go to this, connect your apps. These are all that we can connect. You can see you can connect your Google Drive, Gmail, Google Calendar, Canva. It's quite a lot. One thing is, let's try to connect Gmail and see what we can do with it. Let's do Gmail. It says we should copy this link and paste it in a new tab. Sign to the new tab. Didn't okay. So we now go to a new tab here, and then we paste our link, and then we do enter. And we have to sign into our Claude code here. Sorry, our Claude here. Let me see what Gmail did I even use here. Now I can't even remember. Okay, so let me try and find my Gmail. So let me go back and try to find the account that I used here. So now we have to go back and try to do it again. So we connect apps here and we do plus for our Gmail and it gives us the link. So you just copy this link, I'm guessing, because it says open a new tab in your browser. You open a new tab and then you paste the link and then you do enter. Okay, it allows you to choose an account and these are the accounts I wanted to use. Now I've given it access. So I'll just cancel this and it's telling me to go back to my Claude app. So I go back here and well it should close out by itself now and it's still. So let's try to see if we leave this screen and come back if it will have connected the setup for us. So we close out like so, and then we come back to it and we check our connectors. I think okay, yeah, so this is connected. It allows you to read tools here and you can create a new draft of emails. You need to approve those ones and retrieve email thread, list users, create a new label. Okay, so let's go and test it out. It's saying it can create a new draft for us. Let's go find out. They say I open a new chat and I say create a draft email to send to. I put the email and then I say reminding them of the meeting. Let's just say that. Let's just say mm, create an email or send an email. Let me say send because I think it can only create draft. It cannot send, right? So let's just see what it can do. Send an email to. Then I'll just write. Mm, about 9 a.m. Let's see what we get. Okay, has been created in my Gmail and it's ready to send. So let's go into my Gmail and check that out. Okay, so we see this here. Mm. So it said it's sitting in our draft. So let's check our draft out. You see, yeah, so this is it. It was just created it. So yeah, this is it. Wow, this is nice. This is nice. Just a quick reminder that we have a meeting scheduled for 9 a.m. today. Please let me know if you have any questions or need to reschedule. Okay? Okay. Okay, this is good. Okay, let's see what else we can do. And this is actually the free version. Because of the way people used to talk about it, I thought you can only have this functionality if you go to the paid version. I didn't know that you could do some of these things with the free version. This is good. Okay, let's see what else we can connect. Let's go through it and see what else we can connect. You have Canva here for your designs. Okay, you have Slack. You have Slack for your communications. You can integrate Slack and with Slack, I think what I tried was sending a message to someone, and it really did. It sent the message to someone on Slack, and yeah, look at all of these. You can connect your Airtable, you can connect Zapier. So that means you can build automations from here. You can just type it, and it will go and build it. Now I'm thinking because I build mostly with Make. Do we have Make here? I would want to try it out. Let's see. Figma. That's nice. Okay, so we have Make. Okay. So we are going to connect Make and try to build an automation inside Make. Let's see what you're going to get. So like you said, we'll copy the link again and then we'll go into our Make. So yeah, I'm signed in. So because I think it will require me to sign in. So I'll paste this here and it loads up for me. Okay, want me to authorize. I'll pick my connection here and okay, I'll run here. View or modify your scenarios, then view or modify your teams. Okay, so we allow, right? We are all set. I can close this page now. Okay, let's go and find out what we can do. So if I come back into my Claude, I can close this out and close this out. So I don't know why if I try to do that, it doesn't always like close or exit if I click that close. Okay, so now that we are here, let's ask it to build something like maybe an automation that gets news, trending news about AI and puts it in a Google Sheets for us so that we can use that to maybe create content. So create an automation in Make that pulls trending news about AI from the web every morning and put it in a Google Sheet for me. Okay, so we hit enter. Let's see what we can get. Okay, loading tools, loading the tools it needs. Okay, 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 getting the current user. That's filled already. Okay, and the good thing is if it fails at something, it's going to try it again with another way. Like you can see, it's listed organizations. It failed. If you see this result now, it failed. So it's requesting it again. See, it's listing connections again. This is nice. It says I can see your Google connections available. It can see my main Google connection for Google Sheets, and it can see my existing OpenAI connection and Perplexity connection. So I think it works with connections that you already established. If you have not established any connection in your, maybe your Make or your Zapier or your automation tool, I think it will not see it to pull. So if you want to use it, you would have to make sure that you already established connections in your, your automation tools. So that way when you call it here, let me allow this. It wants to list all my modules so that I can work with it. So that way, when you come, as I was saying, when you call it here, it will say to pick. I think because I already have these connections existing. If it was not existing, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't see what to work with. Okay, so it has the correct module and is about to check for Google Sheet. Okay, it's trying to add a row now. It has everything it needs. The Google Sheet requires the spreadsheet ID to be set in parameters, not mapper. Since you will need to point it to your own sheet, I will build the scenario with the enter manually mode and use placeholder values you can fill in. Okay, create the scenario now. Okay, Let me create the scenario. So he's creating the scenario right now. He has gotten everything in it. So he said my automation is now live in Make. Here's a summary of what was built and one step you need to complete. So the step it needs me to complete is, so this is what it created. He said he used Perplexity to search the web for trending 10. He said 10 trending stories for that day using day and a recency filter, right? Good. So he said he used JSON to pass it out in a structured response into its individual, to pass its response into its individual news item. Okay. Use iterator to loop it so that you can go through all 10 of them and put into the Google Sheet. Okay. So now it wants me to create this sheet and establish the connection in the, that's the last thing he says I should do, and then schedule it now to start running at 7 a.m. Okay, it's like I said, one thing you need to do before activating is I need to point it to the actual sheet. So that's the sheet that it gave me here to create, and then I'll click the Google Sheet Add Row module, which is the last one. Then I'll now replace the sheet ID with the real ID that I find in the sheet URL, and then I set the sheet name, which is maybe default sheet one, or if I change mine, and then I also add that it has either rows in row one, and then I click save, and then like it just gives you everything you need to do to make sure that it's running the things that it was not able to do. I feel like this is very detailed. Any beginner, any business owner that probably has never built an automation will be able to just follow this and complete the automation it built. Let's see what it even builds. Let's go and check. So this is my make. So I'll go to my scenario. What I mean, I know all the scenarios that I built, so I will know if something new was to come in. Okay, so customer, okay, this daily AI news. Yeah, I think this is it. Today is 11. Yes, this is it. This is it. Yes, yes. Let's go in and check what we have. Okay. This okay. So it created the ChatGPT with the perplexity with the perplexity connection that I had. Like you can see, I had this connection already. That's why you used it. And with perplexity, you can search the web, right? If you try to build an automation and you want it to be able to search the web, your best bet would be perplexity instead of OpenAI. Okay, so it tells you you are a news research assistant, find top 10 trending news AI news stories from today. For each story, provide a title, two-sentence summary, source publication, sorry, name and URL. Okay, respond only with a valid JSON array. Each element must have exactly these items: title, summary, source, URL. No markdown, no code blocks, no explanation, just the raw JSON. And I remember I spoke about this. If you don't want, AI to always be iterating between, giving you JSON with other things, or just you have to add this last rule, which it knows, of course, because it knows that most times, right, if you ask AI to split something in a JSON for you, it's going to reply and say, here is the JSON, right? And if you have that kind of message, you will not be able to pass it because that's not the correct JSON. Okay, so that's why you say no markdown, no code blocks, nothing, just the JSON. Okay, man, this is wild. This is wild. So it went ahead to pass the JSON here. So wait, where is the JSON that it passed? I think it probably, because where is the JSON? Where is the JSON? This nigga is crazy. Okay, I iterated through, and then it held it for me, so I have to go in and establish the connection. But where is the JSON though? Did it forget that? Because there's nothing here. I, I was really, I don't know. Did it make a mistake? Because there's nothing here. It really, am I the drama? Well, because there's nothing here. Like it forgot to do the pass or what? I don't know. But all in all, I think this is good. Or maybe I didn't prompt it well. Maybe I'm the problem, right? Because I mean, it really did a huge chunk of the work, right? It really, if you're a business owner, yeah, this could help you because it really did a chunk of the work, and I feel like I probably did not prompt it well. So maybe like in another video, maybe I would learn how to prompt it well, and then I'll come back and talk about it, how to prompt it well, so that you can get the best results off of it. But I feel like this is very good on a grand scale. Like this is good, and the way it's going, I think I will soon be out of my job. I think I will soon be out of my job, man. So I think this video is getting long. I'm going to pause here. Then subsequently, I'll come back and do the other things, other new features that I think business owners might be interested in. building automations, building using it in your work, using it in your business and all of that. I'm just going to come back and do like maybe a longer video breaking down everything. But for now, eh, I'm still shocked. He did a good job. Maybe I was the one that didn't prompt it well. I'm just saying, I don't know, because it didn't pass the JSON, and if it did not pass the JSON, that means this whole thing cannot work. It will not run, right? So, and if you a business owner that has never built automation, and it didn't even speak about the fact that it did not put anything in this JSON. It only spoke about the last part. So now I know how to put the last part, but I don't know what to do with the JSON. So that means if I were to be a business owner that has never built automation and I decide to build and it gives me this, I would still struggle to get the JSON part because it didn't even tell me why or what to do. So we have to go back and tell it, oh, there's so I wouldn't even know that the JSON is the problem, by the way. So yeah, they would. Well, it did. Like I said, maybe I'm the one that didn't prompt it well, but all in all, I think this is great. What do you think? Do you think that automation specialists still have? Do you think that automation specialists still have a place in the market, or their job is about to get screwed? Let me know what you think, though.